Hello and welcome to episode 68 of I'm the Tigers, a podcast all about National Ice Hockey League, but one that always has an eye on the Telford Tigers. Usual format this week, we'll go around, we'll round up the news, do the results, and then look ahead to the upcoming week. So, news-wise, we'll start off with the Cup semi-finals. They're announced, I think within minutes of me recording the episode for past week, and recorded it, got it all set, prepped, ready to go, and then lo and behold, out come the Cup semi-final. That's the way it goes, but hey-ho. So no surprise to anybody, but Knights have chosen the Steel Dogs, and the Lightning will be taking on the Raiders. Two legs, both games, or both fixtures will be concluded, as over the two legs will be concluded before the start of the new year. In terms of predictions, I fancy that the Lightning will beat the Raiders. And in terms of the Knights Steel Dogs, I'd go for the Knights. But, Steel Dogs don't have any call-ups. Who knows? Maybe they'll spring the surprise there. But, so that's what I'll go for at the moment. Around the league, there's been a couple of comings and goings. So, run through those. So, in terms of the Bees, Will Birch has left work commitments, so that's the Bees down another player, and I know they have been short benched at times, certainly over the past weekend as well when they were taking on Milton Keynes. Signing for Hull, it's a two-way signing with Blackburn, and that is Tommy Spraggan coming in as support for the defensive corps. Ben Brown has left Milton Keynes Lightning and has joined Dundee Rockets. And one more signing, and that is Jay King, who has moved from Chelmsford Chieftains to Bristol Pitbulls. He guested a couple of weeks ago, got 0+2 in a game against Swindon, and is now playing for the Pitbulls on a full-time basis. Results. Telford made the long trek up to Solway in the bad weather. Was it worth it? Eventually, yes. Finished 5-4 after penalty shots. Sharks took a 2-goal lead. Tigers managed to get back into it, make it 2-1 with a bit of luck, I think you would say. Ross Connolly hit the post. Rebound then hit a defender who could only kick it into the net. Then they took a 3-1 lead on a power play, backdoor tap in. Tigers got it back to 3-all. Went 4-3 to Solway with, 4.5 minutes to go, so that looked like being the points, but nope, Tigers dug deep, were able to get an equaliser. No goals in overtime. Off to penalties. Thompson and Henderson scored for the Tigers. Nobody scored for the Sharks. 2 points travelling back down to Telford. Good result. In the way the table's shaping up, it looks like the games against Solway are going to be particularly important for the Tigers. Perhaps going to be the most direct competition for that 8th spot is how it might very well be. So important to win those games, I think. Really good performance as well. Team just dug in, showed character. Particularly conceding with sort of 4.5 minutes to go. Could have been quite easy to say, do you know what, it's not our night. But no, dug in, found another equaliser. Rest of the league. Lightning hosted the Knights. Top two went at it, and it was a pretty big win actually for Milton Keynes on home ice as they won 6-2. Clash at the bottom as the bottom two took each other on. Bristol hosted the Bees, and that one finished Pitbulls 4, Bees 3. Steel Dogs hosted the Wildcats, another home win, 3-2 to the Steel Dogs. Steel Dogs scoring the winner with, 8, 9, 10 seconds left, something like that. Wildcats do seem to be making a bit of a habit of conceding late goals, and not only conceding late goals, but game-changing late goals as well. And then last but not least, Phantoms hosted the Raiders, and this one was an away win. Raiders winning 5-4, so plenty of close games throughout the league. One game in it, or penalty shots, with the exception of Milton Keynes, who had a comfortable 4-goal victory over the Knights. Sunday night, Tigers back at home, hosted the Steel Dogs. Took an early lead, 2-1 for a lot of the game. more reasonable amount of the game. Then Steel Dogs made it 3-2 with about 5 minutes to go. Empty netter as well to round it out. A 4-2 win for the Steel Dogs there on Telford. Ends a 5-game winning streak there for the Tigers. Hull hosted Swindon. That one finished Seahawks 2, Wildcats 5. So very good win on the road there for the Wildcats. Raiders against Sharks. This one was close. This one was tight. Finished 2-1 in overtime to the Sharks. Again, there wasn't long left on the clock there. I think it was the final minute of overtime that the winner was scored. So a good result there for the Sharks on the road. A 3-point weekend for them as well. Leeds got back to winning ways. They hosted Peterborough Phantoms and won 3-1. And then Bees hosted the Lightning. A very short-benched Bees team took it all the way to penalty shots that the Lightning won. So 4-3, finished 3-all at the end of regulation. And I think I'd seen as well that Milton Keynes had been leading 3-1, and that was until pretty late in the game. So a phenomenal effort from the Bees. I think I'd probably give them performance of the weekend just for digging deep with such a short bench and taking Milton Keynes to overtime. Upcoming weekend. Well, for the Tigers, this is a tough upcoming weekend. We'll start off on Saturday by travelling up to Leeds. Did give them a couple of good games. What was it, about 3-4 weeks ago? Results, though, went for Leeds. I can see the same. Yeah, we'll give them a close game. Can we beat them? I don't know. Leeds just always seem to be able to find a way past us. So I'll go for a night's win. Lightning host the Sharks. This one looks quite interesting, but I will go for a Lightning win. Pitbulls host the Seahawks. Hull have just got to win that game, I think. But having said that, it's going to be tough because Bristol's record at home is not bad. They've been doing well, particularly at home recently. I am going to go for a Seahawks win, though. Bees host the Steel Dogs. Steel Dogs to win that one. And Wildcats host the Raiders. That one's going to be an interesting game. I will go for the Wildcats just because they have home ice. Sunday night. Tigers host the Wildcats. Wildcats win, I've got to go for. They just seem to have a way of breaking down our plans quite simply. Wildcats to win that one, I think. Phantoms host the Steel Dogs. This one's going to be tight, but I fancy the Phantoms to just pip it. Sharks host the Lightning. Sharks to win that one. They're going to win on home ice. If Milton Keynes do win that one, that I think would be a pretty big statement from them. They can find it difficult at times, or seem to have found it difficult at times going on the road. Long trip up to Solway. So if they were to win that one, that would be a pretty big statement from them, I think. Seahawks host the Bees. Hull to record a 4-point weekend and win that one. Raiders host the Pitbulls. Raiders to win that one. As always, disagree with the predictions? Leave me a comment, let me know. If you want to come on, talk about your team, be a guest, very welcome. Again, just get in contact, let me know. In terms of this episode, though, that's it. So I'll be back this time next week. Bye for now.